Welcome, everybody. My name is Hafez Zablocki. I'm the head of affiliates for Super One. Welcome to today's call, to today's corporate update. It's the 26th of December. Of course, many of us are still celebrating the Christmas, the festive period. However, just like promised, we're here, we're live. We're going to be providing some updates to you. The founder of the company will be back with his sessions, with his presentations from the early next week. However, we're going to carry on with these sessions at 3 o'clock today, and there's going to be another one tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to do an Ask Us Anything type of a session, Q&A for half an hour. Whatever questions you have, anything to do with Super One, we're going to be here, panelists, all four of us, and answering those questions. Today is just more or less an update from us on what's going on as well. Adam Ahmed, Steve Baran, as well as Samantha Chan are here with us also on the session. Hi, everybody.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. First of all, I hope you all had a fantastic day with your family yesterday. Wow, what a year 2020 has been. I mean, I know it's been extremely challenging for a lot of people around the world. But for Super One, it's been a great success story. It's been anybody who got involved in the early stages during the pre-launch, they've seen huge changes happening within this time. And 2020 has been a year where we've been setting the foundations for something huge. And I'm feeling that now. My colleagues Arthur, Samantha, and Steve. I mean, we regularly talk, and the hard work the developers, Esther and Arthur, have put in trying to get the app to where it is today. I mean, the app is absolutely amazing. The features, I mean, the sort of detail that you can go into, what you can do with that app now, it is truly world class. And to be able to receive payments real time, I mean, I still get a smile every single time my phone pings, because I go to sleep, I wake up, and I think, wow, what an amazing company this is. Because if you work hard and help us to grow the community, you are rewarded like no other company out there. And this is a company which has a concept and a model that people truly fall in love with. And I'm in love with the concept. I know my colleagues on the call are in love with this concept. And I believe we have something very, very special here. So 2021, for those who set the foundations of making this, their primary income, have already seen, this has started to produce extraordinary results. But I believe 2021 is going to be an amazing year. Those who just got involved, those who haven't really got started with us, my advice to you is get serious, get started, because, we're now in a position to truly make this one of the biggest affiliate marketing opportunities in the world, because it is a company where it's got a real product. The gaming credits are the product, and the gaming credits are what are going to become something that we can use, not just to play the game, but so many other things. So I'm very excited. So like I said, we're closing this year I'm closing on a high, where I feel this opportunity has been truly a blessing amongst all the madness with the pandemic. And it's been amazing to work with so many of you top leaders and so many great people within this company. Really, this family, this community truly is different to any other company I've ever worked with. And I truly see some great leaders here who are brand ambassadors, and that what makes it exciting. Steve, Samantha, Arthur, along with the management, along with the corporate team, everybody's so passionate, and that is the difference I see in this company. They see something that's going to be around for many years and perhaps many decades to come. So let's just hear from my colleague Steve. Steve, over to you.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Hey, folks, everybody, hope you had a great Merry Christmas around the world. Exciting times. I mean, even during yesterday, as Adam shared about hearing those pings come on our phones, people say, well, I wish my phone would ping more. Hey, listen, when you put together the last 9-11 months that these folks right here put sweat capital into the business, you'll see in the next 9-11 months, will yours be. That's the exciting thing about how this brand's put together. And Adam, as well as Arthur, Sam, there's so many things we're thankful for during this time. We think about family, as Adam said it perfectly. Think of all the families that are really going through real struggles, guys. I mean, we've all been on countries where, I've been on many mission trips where people living on a dirt floor, have no running water, have nothing provisions. We can turn on anything we want at any given time, hit the electric switch, have resources. They travel an hour or even longer than that just to get water for the day. And I'm not trying to use a guilt aspect, but that's the real world out there. And we see prosperity. It's a wonderful thing, but it's really designed to help everybody. And that's really what we're all about here. And that's why we're here every single day showing up for not work. We don't have a job mentality. We're entrepreneurs, every one of us here. We run a real company just like you do. You're excited about saying, I want this to support what I want to do with my lifetime in the future financially. And having that real-time payments come in every single day. Convert it if you want. Arthur, we had a lot of people thinking about, and Sam, you saw this also in the situation with XRP last week, and all things just stabilize. And the most important thing about that, folks, you realize is that you don't get nervous. Even Sam and I on Friday, like, all right, hey, maybe I'm going to move some stuff around. We're going to do some stuff. And all of a sudden, you just see things kind of calm down and get ready for the future in the game space, because that's really what we're doing here. And so much more. Education. I think we can incorporate anything into this platform that we have here at Super One in the game element for education for our next generation. It'd be great to have the next generation of kids playing in the Super One game, learning something, not just making money, but learning something from the game itself and growing in their education. I think there's a big spectrum that we can really adopt here. And so a lot of exciting things. Back to you, Adam or Arthur. Thanks for sharing that. Sam, great seeing you this morning. She doesn't have her Christmas hat on. She stumped me the other day. So she definitely brought Christmas in the house. That's for sure. Thanks.
Amazing stuff. So Samantha, yeah. So look, you worked hard this year and you've built up a great team, and you're always out there helping leaders as well. Everybody on this call, and we got over 91 top leaders on the call today. It shows commitment on Boxing Day. They're here, they're with us, and that's exciting. This is what the family thing I'm talking about. We are the Super One family, and there's many more out there that perhaps haven't been able to make the call today. But it's great to have you on the call. Again, if you can put in the chat where you've joined us from, it's always lovely to see where people are connecting from. So Sam, a little bit about how Christmas Day went and how you see Super One 2021.
Hey, thanks. Merry Christmas, everyone. And I hope everyone is, for me, I'm still very full from yesterday. So I'm leading on to a lot more food for the next couple of days, but it's been great. And I hope it was safe. Everyone enjoyed themselves, and lots of Christmas exchanges and nice presents, not unwanted presents, nice presents to give to everyone. Super One, since beginning of the year to now, I've had a lovely journey with everyone, the ups and downs, the interesting question marks and all that came along, but we've held through. And I'm so looking forward to 2021, because I know this company, as much as we've been through an interesting ride, is going to be massive. And I encourage everyone that is on here to stick to the journey, stay the journey, and there's something very, very special here. I'm going to keep it short because it's always, everyone always says everything before me, and I don't know what to say at the end of this, but I do wish everyone a great new year. And yeah, let's lead 2021 to a massive, massive year ahead.
Awesome stuff, Sam. Awesome stuff. Okay, so look, the ins and outs of what's happening with the app, what's been done so far, where we're going with it. I think, there's nobody better clued up about that than Arthur, who's obviously amazing head of affiliate, but at the same time, he's really been going that extra mile and getting those extra features on there. So Arthur, over to you, perhaps to some of the features that have recently been introduced and some of the features we can look forward to.
Super. I don't mind sharing a few, guys, if you wanted to. Those of you who are here with us, just hit the Q&A. I can do some screen sharing, some of the things that we are working on right now. It's been a journey. It's important to acknowledge. It's not just important to be all the time talking about the exciting things. Of course, we've got so much that is coming. End of this month, we're still going to be pushing. We even debated a little bit whether we should still have these calls right now, today, tomorrow. But first of all, we've got these huge promotions that are coming in. Second, from Monday onwards, next week, it's going to be crazy with regards to what we're looking to release. Of course, the situation with Ripple had caused us to reprioritize. Let's be frank. We did wanted to do more. We wanted to achieve so much more. But just like with every company, just look what's happening. Alibaba now is having some issues with the Chinese government. Facebook is releasing DM, and that's going to bring a whole bunch of news that will start coming out. There's always that little curved ball that companies get sometimes that causes them to maybe reprioritize, to focus on maybe slightly different things. Like right now, we understand what's going on with Ripple. We don't know how long this whole situation is going to last. We believe that it's going to be absolutely fine in the end of the day, but it might be a while. So that's why right now we are very much focusing with the developers on actually introducing additional payment options, so that you don't just have to be paying in with Ripple and paying out with Ripple. We are looking to introduce Ethereum, of course, the card payments, that's already being worked on together with Wire. We're spending a little bit of time on actually doing that. I can show you some of the things that I've been working on. Actually, I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock, like on a Boxing Day, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was already exchanging messages at 5:30 with Andreas, because there is this one thing that I'm trying to figure out on a development side, working with Alexei, our graphic designer, and I just couldn't sleep. Just would not. It just wouldn't let go. My mind is just preoccupied all the time. There's a lot of cool stuff that we're working on with regards to analytics. So you knowing exactly where your team is in terms of the development, in terms of their progression, in terms of the performance. I'm just looking for a little graphic that I want to show you with regards to what we've done on that aspect. The performance team, where you can see the phone number and email address for your direct team, that has been done. I can see I saw the messages from the developers. They are just testing this feature right now. So finally, you'll be able to reach out to your direct team. We are going to be introducing these guides inside of the app. So rather than you looking at something for the very first time and scratching your head and trying to figure out, okay, what am I looking at? We're going to have these kind of little guides, these little legends or tutorials throughout. So there will be pop-ups. There will be like an eye icon you will click on, and this will pop up. You'll be able to, depending on what it is or the features, capabilities, you'll be able to see exactly what's going on. The system, basically, the application will tell you exactly what you're looking at. There's a ton of stuff like that. But the biggest thing is introduction of some additional sections of the performance section of the screen. So I'm just checking if this is one of the latest ones, because I'm just looking at one design that we've been working on, and there are over 466 comments back and forth. These things are heavy and they're not easy. It's like we use applications every single day. You'll download something, whether that's a running application, it could be a game, it could be a social media platform. And we sign up, we click through, and it's kind of like when you are a viewer, a user, it's a normal thing for you. But when you are on a designing side and you're trying to figure things out step by step, piece by piece, what should this say? How should this be phrased? What type of a graphic should I add? Should that be a square or maybe a rectangle? When you work some of those things out, I tell you, it's a heck of a challenge. So this is the page. This is a third version of the personal team. That's what we are going to be introducing. It's not just going to be like, you can compare it to what you're seeing inside of your back office right now. We've got a very basic setup of the performance of the My Team section, but we want to give you analytics. We want this app not only be reactive, giving you this lag result where, okay, something has happened and now I'm seeing the result of it. We want this app to be able to guide you as to who you're supposed to be reaching out to, who you're supposed to be contacting. So like when you go to your level 1 members and you're going to have a list of members, you're going to see a whole selection of filters. You'll be able to do, okay, I want to just see my personal members who do not have a single package just yet. Or I want to only see the members who have $100 package and are from Canada. You'll be able to combine, create this stack of filters. Or I want to see a member who has members who have 100 but do not have the 500, are from Argentina, that type of a thing. And I want to see them in the biggest to lowest volume, or I want to see them what have my team members have done in the last 30 days, in the last 90 days, this week, this month. You're gonna see all that type of a thing. These tiles, I call them, so member tiles, you're gonna see the rank, you're gonna see the colors, those blue dots, those are the highest packages. A dot will mean the highest package. So you're gonna know straight away, okay, this person is a star rank, is placed on my right leg, that you've got the R and L, and then the highest package of this member is $100 Super Wallet. You're gonna see that information. We're finally redesigning even the main dashboard with team performance, where it says rank volume. That's gonna be the volume that this member produced, that it's currently contributing towards your rank. That's what you're gonna see. Okay, so this member in total has done $2,300, but only $2,000 out of that, it's counted towards my rank. That's what you'll be able to very quickly see. So these are the type of things, when you click on details, initially you're going to see the phone and email, but we're gonna be expanding that page quite substantially. Probably the details will be one of those things that you'll be accessing the most. And then when you're gonna click on view team, you're gonna go level deeper. We're not making the whole tile fully clickable anymore because we want to use this space a lot better. So that's why you're gonna see the titles, you're gonna see the headers, the filters, you'll be able to hide them. So as you're scrolling down the page, you're not gonna see that. So that's one of the things. I know that for many of you, the tax year is fast approaching as well, something that we all have to do. So we have also done quite a lot of work with regards to the earnings section. So you'll be able to also see exactly how much money you're making, what you've done in recent, and how much money you've made in the last week, in the last month. I'm going to show you one more thing to do with the changes to do with Ripple. Of course, we're still developing that section from the back end, but the front end has already been done. So that's something that you will be able to also see in the back office. We are preparing this. So we want this platform to be allowing members to do not just Ripple in, but so I call this section direct purchase, because we are trying to reduce the checkout. We want your customers to be able to purchase packages a lot faster than before. So people, instead of depositing and then purchasing packages, so 2 hops, 1, 2, we want to reduce the number of hops. So it's just going to be 1. So people will be able to simply log into the back office, click on buy a 100 Super Wallet, and then they will see payment options. If they want to pay from balance, or they want to use an external Ripple address where they would just transfer the money from whatever wallet, external wallet they have into Super One directly, and that will be a payment rather than a deposit. So just one single transfer, one single transaction. Or they want to use an external Ethereum wallet, or they want to use a credit card. As Andreas announced, he's putting a lot of focus on that as well, because guys, just imagine imagine a situation the credit card is out and anybody can purchase the 100 and 500 using simply a credit card. That the business will absolutely explode. 10x maybe almost overnight, because we know that the adoption is coming and we've seen massive changes already this year, but it's still going to be a while. 98% of people still haven't purchased crypto at all. A lot more people have heard about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin this year, but we still have a huge percentage of them who have never ever maybe downloaded even a wallet, not to even mention making their first purchase. That's why we want to introduce this feature as fast as we can. That's going to make a massive difference. Those are, we call them, they move the needle the most. They make the biggest impact on the growth, on the ecosystem. I'm going to show you just one more. We're not going to spend an hour just going through the features and capabilities, but there is one more page that we've also designed very recently that I'm pretty proud of. It looks pretty good. There's a lot of that kind of stuff where we want you to be able to do the things that maybe you weren't able to do in other companies. I've been online for 14 years and I know how it is myself. And like, how many platforms have you been part of where you wanted to do something, you wanted to see something, but they just wouldn't allow it. They wouldn't have that capability or feature. And then no matter how much you've asked them, you just eventually just given up because you knew that it's just not going to happen. So we want to have this platform that will allow you to do absolutely anything. Whatever you like to do, we want again, anyway, we've done a lot of these things already. We've added so much because of your feedback. Very recently, we've changed the binary settings for the final time. That was our third edition. Now look at the earnings page. So that's something that we actually don't have at all just yet, because our earnings are inside of my balances section. So we are ripping things out from some sections and we are adding new sections. So this is going to be standalone. It's purely going to be about your bonuses. The timeline that you see at the very bottom, we don't really have that in a web-based version at the moment. We only really have that on the phone. There's like a limited version of a web-based, but that's what you'll be able to do. You'll be able to select your time period. You'll be able to even adjust your widgets. So where it says this week and this month, those two tiles, we call them widgets because you'll be able to decide what you want to see there. Those two things you can customize. If you're going to click on edit, you'll be able to decide, I want to see what I've done in the last 90 days, for example, or what I've done this year. And once you saved it, those will be the two things that you're going to see instead. So you'll be able to do it based on your own preferences rather than us enforcing anything. So again, very important, earnings report for tax purposes. You want to be able to report how much you've earned. Right now, it's rather challenging to do that, depending on how you do this. You're going to see your bonuses. We are dividing this whole coding bonus. We're separating because right now we have three types of bonuses that are under one umbrella, under one title, coding. But we are changing that. We're going to have direct bonus. We're going to have coding bonus, and we're going to have super founder bonus for those of you who are super founders. You're going to have 6 basically, not 5. We've done 5 because the majority of members do not have that. They do not have that income bonus secured. So that's a massive one. You're going to be able to download the report. It's going to be in Excel initially. Later on, it's going to be a PDF. You'll be at where you see my earnings timeline. You will simply be able to click on another tab switch like direct, and you're just going to see your commissions from the direct bonus in a descending order, or binary, coding, matching. You'll be able to just simply flick through the tiles. Simple thing, little one-time click, one single click, and you're there. You can see everything that's going on. So guys, there's a lot. So like, we don't stop, whether that's Saturday, Sunday, just like Steve mentioned. This is not, you cannot have that employee type of mentality here, where you're clocking in, you're clocking out. Once you've clocked out, you can forget about everything else. Those of you, so success or whatever, everybody's got a different definition of success, but whatever your goals are, especially financial goals here, you can achieve whatever you desire, but this requires work and commitment. Those people who are putting the most time and the most effort, typically, providing that they do correct activities, are the ones who happen to be earning the most. So the more time and effort you put in, then that will come. The result, sometimes you've got to wait 60, 90 days. There is this lag. Always there's this lag factor, but the results will happen. You've got to stay focused. We're going to start with some challenges in January as well, just to make sure that people are motivated, that they've got some type of a goal that they're trying to reach, that they're working towards. But in the end of the day, you need to learn how to self-motivate yourself, because you may even get to that comfortable position where the money's coming in because your team is very well developed and you have leaders who are now working independently, maybe on your pay leg, and you see those, whatever. I mean, we're not going to be throwing income numbers or anything like that, and then you need to learn you need to relearn how to self-motivate yourself, because all of a sudden, like, if you decided to cruise, then the money's going to be coming in anyway. So you need to be able to push yourself beyond and reaching out and aiming for more. The reason why I'm working so hard, because I've been online for 14 years and I've seen so many of those fake companies. And I'm recognizing, like, somebody talked to me about some casino type of a project yesterday, and I thought, people are just crazy these days. Or there was another guy telling me about 5% a day type of investment gigs, and I told them, listen, just get out of that, because that maybe has days, that already has an expiry date on it. In here, this genuinely is the best thing that I have seen online for an average person to be able to create above average income. because that's important. If you have some type of a skill mastery that you've been able to achieve or develop already, you can do absolutely anything, and you don't need network marketing. You can do videos, you can do public speaking, you can write your own book, whatever. There are thousands of opportunities to make money online, but we are talking about average people. And when you look at opportunities for average people, for normal everyday people, this is way beyond in terms of capability, especially the speed of money. In this sort of, in a physical product-based opportunity, probably you will have to work 10 to 15 times harder to earn similar commissions compared to what we can actually earn over here. I'm going to pass the mic on to one of the other panelists because I can talk for hours, but I don't want to dominate the call.
No problem. Listen, look, what you showed us here is amazing. And what I'm going to say to you is a lot of that, Arthur, I'm sure people are aware of it, but I want to let the community know a lot of that is your input. A lot of that is your hard work. And I really appreciate it. I want to thank you on behalf of the community for really spending those long hours that you spend in going granular with the details of what this app can do or how we can make it better. And, so I can see changes happening regularly, and those changes make our lives easier, make it easier. That UX becomes easier. Getting that information we need becomes easier. And like I said, the developers, yourself, Esther, a big thank you to you guys. I mean, the wider team we have here, the management team, in terms of Ingo Mebus, what he did in the early days and what he still does in terms of working hard in trying to bring on some of the biggest leaders in the world to be part of this business. We've got John Clench, the mastermind behind our compensation plan. And, John, you've got to say, he has truly created one of the most amazing compensation plans I have ever come across. And again, a big thank you to him for his hard work this year. I mean, Andreas, we all know, this is his brainchild, and what Andreas, I don't believe I know anybody who works as hard as Andreas. I mean, he hardly sleeps, whenever you contact him, he was working till early hours of the day, and then he's back up at 5 a.m. or something silly to connect with the developers in India. So these are like people who are going over and beyond, who are in love with this project, who are behind this project, and the Stians in Indonesia and Bali. I mean, their initial presentations they're done and the work they're doing behind the scenes. Guys, I appreciate these people because these people are doing little things every day which make a big difference. And those little things are going to help us deliver the most amazing game has ever been created in the trivia world. So we are getting closer and closer to the launch of this game. And this game will launch when Fantasy tells us it's ready. The game will launch when all the features obviously have been developed. Yes, we will launch it in phases, but we don't want to obviously provide a half-cooked meal. We want to make sure it's right. And getting that game right will make the difference between this game going viral and this game people liking. We don't want people to like this game. We want people to love this game, and we want the whole world to go crazy. And that can only happen when we deliver an amazing game which works like no other game has ever worked before. The look and feel, the functionality, the concept is already amazing. Let's remember, we are going to have only one big launch. Yes, we're going to launch this in a phased approach because we have to do it in that way. And we're being guided by one of the biggest UX companies in the world, Fantasy. When this company has been advising Elon Musk, when this company has been working with Microsoft, Google, Netflix, the Facebook app we use. I mean, when you look at the biggest brands in the world and 3.5 billion people are using products or services that Fantasy have developed, I'm more than happy to be guided by this company as to when the timing is right or when the product is right. So guys, I want the game to launch tomorrow, but I'd rather wait for the game to launch when the game is ready, because we all still making money. We are still selling gaming credits through Super Wallets, and we will do this for a long time to come. The ball is in our court. The ball is in our court, meaning, a country without people isn't really much of a country. And I say this, a football team without fans isn't much of a football team. And the same thing applies. A game without players isn't really a game. You know, if we want to create the maximum impact out there, and we really remember every one of us wants this to succeed, then it can only succeed when we've got all the ducks in a row. We're getting close to getting all the ducks in a row, but they're not in, all the ducks aren't in a row right now. So like I said, we've been guided by fantasy, by world experts, by many, many things, and we're getting closer and closer, and it's getting very, very exciting. But that last thing is us. When we have 100,000 paid affiliate members, then those 100,000 are going to be the stimulus to make those 100,000 into 1 million, because all those 100,000 people need to do is share the game with 10 people each, and we have 1 million people on the platform. We want to do this in a record time, and only we can make this happen. Not Andreas, not the other people, you know, perhaps, you know, yes, John Clanshingo are part of us because they're very much helping us grow the community, but this isn't the developer's job. This isn't Andreas's job. This is our job to now do our bit. The app works beautifully. The payment comp plan is paying in real time. It's our job now to make a commitment that 2021, we're going to really go that extra mile, and we're going to make sure that we get the remaining 100,000, the 50,000 accounts that are still needed. We're going to go the extra mile. I'm going to go the extra mile. I tell you what, I've been working today. I'm going to work every single day because I want us to get that Genesis community in place, those 100,000 people in place in record time. Let's make it happen, guys. The ball is in our court. Fantasy is very close to giving us the green light. The developers are working hard. It will launch when all the ducks in a row, when everything's ready for us to make maximum impact in the world on a game that could go viral. Let's do our bit, because I'm ready to do it. I just need all my colleague top leaders to be able to make that commitment and get ready, and let's hit, go the extra mile in 2021. Listen, I'm going to hand it over to Steve now, because I'm sure he's got a few good things to share.
Hey, listen, everybody, I can't imagine. I know Arthur's done a great job answering all the questions. Sam also behind the scenes. They're working behind the scenes while you're watching the information, as well as Adam. Listen, guys, I can't imagine. See, I live in the United States, and the NFL is still playing football. You believe it? They have no fans, and they're still playing football. Could you imagine? They didn't give up. They didn't close the doors. They didn't wait till the fans to come back to start playing the game. And what do they do on TV? They keep everything isolated with the cameras right down on the players. They don't show the fans. They got the sound effects. They got the rahs. They got when someone gets a touchdown, it's a big scream. That's how you've got to look at your Super One. Are you a player, or are you an owner? Or are you a spectator? Because the spectators aren't in the seats anymore, folks. So either you realize that you're the owner of your company, you're going to get paid either way. The advertisers are still paying for NFL. They're still on TV every single day, spending millions of dollars of airtime. Why? They don't want to lose their fans. And they won't lose their fans. Why? Because people believe in the vision. Just as we believe in the vision here at Super One, we believe in the app. We believe in Andreas, Ingo, Patrick, John, all the leaders. Listen, there's 3 legends in this company, $250,000 qualifiers in this company. 100,000 qualifiers in this company, many star qualifiers. It's so important that you realize, as people are ranking up, this director freeze, guys. I want to talk about this because training for me is everything in duplicating your business. You've got to realize, forget about the people that you enrolled 6 months ago, 3 years ago, 3 months ago, does not matter. It's irrelevant. They're with you, but they've got to be with you every day, like Adam talked about. We're in the grind every day, guys, working it out, building that foundation, laying the footing. So look, if you're right now a star, you got to be superstar. You've got to be. It should be telling all your folks around the world in the next 72 hours, I've got to help you get your XRP and get funded. I know some people saying, hey, when's the credit card coming? Oh, this would make the difference. If I only had credit card, oh, man, that would change my whole business, Adam. If I just had that, I'd have thousands of people in. We always get that. Could you imagine the first one of folks, Adam and Arthur and Sam, that they, in Amway, and all of a sudden they had one new product. They started with one product, guys. Amway started with one product. Could you imagine everybody sitting around going, oh, when's the next product coming? They didn't do that. They just understood they worked the model based upon the compensation, people ranking up, and get on and out of the system of working the job. That's what they sold the business on. That's what they presented their opportunity on. So same for you and I. But this director freeze, guys, this is all the way to the end of the 31st. And I know you guys are close to the legend. Sorry, we can't lock that in for you. I apologize for that. But hey, no problem. Still rank up, still hit that legend if you're going to shoot for that. Great job in doing that. But this director freeze, guys, director 1, director 2, director 3, and so on and so forth, whatever you achieve, even if you rank up 3 or 4 ranks in your business in the month of December, some of you have done that already. Some of you have gone through director 1, director 2, director 3. Hey, guys, lock it in, right? You folks that are just getting started, the superstar and star qualifiers, congratulations. There's going to be thousands of star qualifiers and superstar. You don't know what that means? You have to enroll at least 2 people with a paid package, with yourself a paid package to qualify for a star rank. Once you do that, you teach those 2, and it can be those same 2 or another 2 to rank up also star qualifiers. And of course, you're to the superstar. And then the director, guys, is not very difficult. It's 10 people or 20 people in your team, all doing a certain amount of volume. Once it hits 5,000 volume, you're director 1 locked in. Now, what does that mean? That's a pay point. So for the next month in January and February, March, you're picking up a bonus that the other stars and superstars aren't qualified for. And that could be a difference for you. And as you rank up together with your team, and I'll tell you, it's exciting. Now, guys, remember, we know the people are going to be asking the same question. Hey, when's the mini wallet coming out? Hey, when's the credit card going to be available? Hey, all this kind of, and it's all wonderful. But remember, what do you have right now? A phenomenal app that is fully functional. Like Adam talked about, we had a concept. We're past concept now. We're into reality. That means when Adam says, hey, this thing's beeping off right now, it's going crazy, because it's working. Because he built a team 8 months ago, and now everybody's out there duplicating their business. So get excited, folks, because there's a lot of crazy stuff out there, and I don't have to go into the negative things. We all know when we see something that's real and we see something that's fake. We all know the difference. We all know the difference between right and wrong. It's in our DNA. But sometimes we traveled over that gray area. All of us have done it. We said, oh, that kind of looks good. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I just put in a little bit, see how it works. And they promise so much. Listen, when you put in sweat capital here and you put your head down with the talent that's on here right now with Ingo, Patrick, John, all the other leaders, Arthur, Samantha, Adam, there's nobody else that you need to simply present the vision of Super One, what it can mean for your family in 2021, and what it's going to mean for the next 12 months of building this out. Guys, I'm telling you, when we think about when fantasy goes boom, we go live with our app. I saw it, Adam, on my Yahoo page popped up about 2 months ago. And at the bottom of the page, it says fantasy launches such and such game. Watch this Friday for the download. Could you imagine, folks? And I know that's putting your mind out a little bit right now because you're caught up in the mini wallets. But could you imagine seeing that on the regular, whatever your browser is around the world, and it says fantasy launches this Friday, Super One, watch for the download. How exciting is that going to be? And you're the only one that has access to a referral code to offer that product worldwide, but Fantasy Go is game on, and we're here together. So, hey, listen, back to you, Adam. Thanks for letting me share. December freeze, huge. Rank up, guys, by the end of January 1, guys, that's it, right? Whatever you lock in. And it doesn't mean slow down. It's just, let's just work it together. Let's do some 3-way introductions. Let's do some live Zooms together. Let's draw a group out what you have. I don't care if you have 2. We can take those 2 to 4. We'll take that 4 to 8, take that 8 to 12. And we can do that between now and the end of the month and making sure everybody ranks up. And when credit cards in place, wonderful. But right now, let's load up your business to rank up your business here at Super One. Back to you, Adam.
Amazing stuff, Steve. Amazing stuff. Absolutely. Look, the passion shows when Steve talks because he is fully committed. He's passionate about the business and he's doing an amazing job. So what I'm going to say to everybody, everything that all of us are saying, we're saying it from our heart. Everything we're saying because we believe in this project. Everything we're doing because we believe in this project. When you believe in something, your actions are exactly like your words, meaning you do what you say. You don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. And when I'm talking about walking the walk, I'm talking about let's put those hours in. Don't just say I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Because I'm telling you, this is truly a life-changing opportunity. People talk about life-changing opportunities. I've been in affiliate marketing over 28 years. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is as good as it gets. The fastest payment platform in the world, the most amazing concept that people fall in love with, regardless of whether they're into crypto or gaming or anything. When they hear about the concept, they absolutely love it. You know, it is a game-changing moment, but you just need to grab the bull by the horns and run with it. And I'm telling you, like Steve said, forget about what is not ready. We've got enough, there's enough ready for you to make a life-changing income. All you have to do is put the hours in or put the commitment in. I promise you, you put the hours in, introduce this to people. Again, I'm going to be holding myself, Samantha, and Steve are going to hold another social media training, attraction marketing training in the new year. Whenever there's training, guys, plug into it. Knowledge is power. You know, if you learn how to present or if you learn how something works, it makes a huge difference. And I'm going to say this to you, those of you who will share this business with people and help us get to that first Genesis community of 100,000 people, not only are you going to have special privileges, but you're going to be an early adopter. And we all know early adopters have that early mover advantage. Let's be an early adopter. Don't just be an early adopter, help your friends, family, everyone you know be an early adopter, because the rewards will truly be worth it. So all I can say to all of you is, all of you on the call today are top leaders, because it's Boxing Day. Let's remember, most people are out on Boxing Day sales or still with their families, and you took the time out, you've come on this call and you're listening to us guys share information with you. That respect to every one of you out there. Let's go out and get more people on these calls. Let's get people to understand that opportunities only come around like this once in a while. And Arthur has said this in the past, this isn't a, you know, I don't believe in once in a lifetime thing either. It's a once in a decade opportunity. This truly is a once in a decade opportunity where I don't think we're going to see anything like this or similar for a while. You know, you've got the most amazing opportunity available to you. You truly can help change people's lives. There are more people now looking for a home-based business than in my entire lifetime. And why don't you just go out and reach out to these people? Believe me, they'll be grateful for the opportunity to be able to work on something so dynamic. So look, I'm going to take some closing words from my friend Samantha, because, you know, we'll just hear her talk about how, you know, social media, just a few words, how social media, what you can do in this festive season to reach out to people on social media. Just over to you, and you can, and then after we'll just close the call. Over to you, Samantha.
Thank you, Adam. Social media, I mean, it's all about letting people know who you are and them liking you and trusting you. And once I do that, it's just asking that simple question, are you open to something on the side? Anything just to have a casual conversation and actually introduce Super One. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a sell. It's just an invite. Invite them to the webinar, invite them on a three-way call, and that's all you need to do. If they're not ready, they're not ready. But doesn't mean a no now doesn't mean a no forever. So all I would like to say to lead on that is in about an hour and 15 minutes time, we have Super Saturday. If you're wanting some extra training and just to actually help build your business, we invite you to come on. That's an hour and a half's time. The links will be in the group, or I may be able to post it here. So
yep, great. Yeah,
I'll post it here.
Arthur, just if you want to summarize the call and close the call, over to you.
Super, of course, yes. So everybody, what I like about this business is we have these additional opportunities to make money, but they still depend on us. Even these passive income streams that everybody's excited about because they get to make money without doing anything, we don't depend on trading. Oh, let me just be sure that I'm unmuted. Okay, it should be working fine. So this has nothing to do with trading. We've got many members who are just sitting. Maybe they are relaxing. Maybe they're waiting for somebody else to do the things for them. But even these two passive income streams, one is the staking rewards and another one is the community network rewards, they still depend on us. If you're just waiting, don't expect these bonuses to be huge. because you can contribute. You can actually impact how big that is. Staking rewards come from transactions. The more people join, the more people buy packages, the bigger your staking rewards, plus of course the package that you have. Customer network rewards is when your customers, when people in your network, when they start spending money inside the gaming platform, money, shopping, travel services that we'll be launching later next year, all of that. Again, the more paid members we have, that's also up to you. If you, it depends on your contribution. How many people did you invite? How many paid customers do you have? Guess what? The more of them you have that you've personally enrolled, and they enrolled, etc., the bigger your customer network rewards. That's the beauty. Even these passive income sources, you can contribute, you can make them work better and in a better way, in a much bigger way for you. And big one, we cannot just close the calls without this. There is going to be a massive drop. Andreas said half, which is huge. We didn't expect it. We didn't want half. Andreas says half. Said half is going to happen. So the price of credits will double. So however many credits you're getting right now with your packages, that's going to half. That will go down by half. So this 100, I'm just going to give you one example. This 100 super wallet, 10,000 credits. And of course, we've got this 5-to-1 ratio. So if you get 10,000 credits, you're going to get 1/5 in tokens as well of that as a free bonus, 2,000 credits. From the 1st of January, this is going to be halved. It's going to be 5,000 credits and 1,000 tokens. Two things impact your staking rewards. One is sales in general. How much are we selling every day? Two, how many tokens do you have? The only way to get them is by purchasing a package. So push, if you want to add another package for extra credits, extra bonus tokens, do it. You've only got until the 31st of December. So that's the biggest message. I know we didn't expect a lot to happen yesterday. There's a big community that is Christian and celebrates Christmas. That's why we knew that the 25th, today, 26th, possibly will be slower days, but we need to get back out there because we've only got 5, however many days left of this year, 4 or 5. So we need to make sure that we still reach out to those who would actually appreciate if they received the message and got so many more of these credits and tokens, rather than you telling them only in January, where the whole thing is going to be over and then it's going to be a lot less. That impacts your rewards. That impacts your potential opportunity with regards to maybe sending those credits to others and build your team that way. We're talking about this all the time. That's it from us for today's session. Again, Super Saturday with Sal and Steve in just over an hour. Another presentation tomorrow. We're back in here tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central European time, and that's going to be Ask Us Anything session. Prepare your questions. Keep on dropping those questions into the Q&A section, and then we're going to be answering those questions tomorrow live. That's it from us. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a fantastic day.